Welcome back, everyone. I am the Depressed Dealer, and this is Arkham Horror, the card game. So I'll be doing the Lair of Dagon, which is yet another flashback. So we haven't got to spend any experience, which is kind of okay since we have more experience than we know what to do with. Also, I apologize for the mistake I made last time, where... Did I not include them again? They should be in here. Apparently, oh yeah, there they are. Where I didn't realize that I could actually grab all of the relics. So this time around, I definitely wanted to grab all of them. It would have made the previous session even easier than it already was, because every time the flood level would change or a deep one enemy would spawn, I would be able to get a free action. And that includes revealing a location and its flood level being increased as a result. So, yeah, good times. So, in any case, all three of the relics are going to be with Ursula. She has multiple ways. Well, she has ways to actually search for relics, so it fits her the best. Also, all the relics are just really designed for her, so they're not really that great for a thug in most cases. Actually, I take that back. They're actually good for anyone. I mean, it gives mobility plus skills and then extra actions, so anyone can use that stuff. In any case, let's go ahead and do some readings. All right, Thursday, September 15th, 1927, 1 week earlier. You stand outside the cracked marble steps leading up to the Masonic Hall of the Esoteric Order of Dagon. All of your evidence has led you here. Whatever's going on in this town, this order is behind it. You're sure of it, though their ultimate goal remains a mystery. The town is eerily quiet as you stand before the building's entrance. Once, this place might have been impressive in opulence. Years of disrepair and flood damage have reduced it to near ruin. Its once white paint is gray and peeling, and many of the pillars outside the entryway are beginning to crumble. Still, it is one of the more intimidating places in Innsmouth, projecting authority despite its decrepitude. No, not authority, something darker, a looming, unspoken threat. Are you ready? Agent Dawson asked. His usual calm demeanor has vanished, replaced with a humorless gravity that throws you off guard. This is it. This is where we'll find answers. You're not so sure. Every other lead you followed has led to only more questions. So, mission was successful, so we go to intro 2. Agent Harper was kidnapped when she got too close to the order, but interrogating her kidnapper didn't exactly yield the answers you needed. What you know now is that the order's influence pervades Innsmouth. From important civic figures to everyday citizens, finances, religion, politics, everything is wrapped up in this cult business in some way or another. What's worse, many of the town's inhabitants seem to follow the order with blind, fanatical devotion. So many that you're not so sure this is even a functioning town anymore. It's no wonder the people are so hostile towards outsiders. It wasn't until your investigation of Devil Reef that you truly began to peel away the outer layers of Innsmouth and reveal the rot beneath. There, you found what the Order was hiding, the monstrous creatures that emerged from the depths and prowled the tidal islands, congregating in prayers to some horrific deity. Perhaps it is even the same Dagon worshipped by the Order. We got a decision to stick together, so we go to Intro 4. Creek. Agent Dawson opens the large doors, serving as the entrance to the building. You follow close behind. Inside, the halls are dark and eerily chill. Only the faint sound of trickling water lingers in the air. I don't like this one bit, Dawson says as the front door closes behind you. He unholsters his gun and turns on his flashlight and scans the room. We should stay together. Safety in numbers. You nod in agreement. The Order has proven to be very dangerous, and they surely don't want you poking around in their headquarters. Alright, so for this one, I already removed Eleanor Harper. She's not with us. We begin at the grand entryway, which is down here. Also, we have some buttons for setup, so we'll be doing that in a second. Just seeing what else is going on here. Alright, so check the memories recovered. If there are 4 or fewer, you get bless tokens. If there are 5 to 7, you get a couple of curse tokens. And if there's 8 or more, it's 5 curse tokens in the bag. So the more you remember, the worse things kind of get in this point. But 5 curse tokens is generally not the end of the world in most cases. But yeah, we have, what, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 memories. So yeah, we're going to start with 5 curses, and this will probably quickly become 10. All right. Check the memories recovered. If you have jailbreak, you search for the suspect that was from before, so Athera Gilman. So we need to go through here, grab Othera, and we'll put her in here. Okay, so we got Othera there. Then got some memories recovered stuff here. That's fine. Also, I'm pretty sure we're supposed to have What's-His-Face with us. Or don't we? I guess we... I mean, I see him right here, so I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure we're supposed to have him. Give me a moment. Oh, it was staring me right in the face. Search the collection for Thomas Dawson, and put him into play under any investigator's control. Okay, so we do start with him under our control, so I will bring him with Zoe here. So we'll be starting out with +1 of these stats, which I always forget to reset the stats here. I also keep forgetting to turn this back off. There we go. All right, so we got all that going. All right, so yeah, some of our agendas and stuff are going to change. Yeah, okay. So let's just pull this over here and see what we got to mess with. All right. If an encounter with a secret cult is listed under, use agenda 1A version 1. Okay. All right. And then for the other one, if you have stick together, you use agenda 2A version 1 and remove the other one. Okay. Got it. So all taken care of. Cool. All right. Anything else of note? I don't think so. I'll go ahead and take a look at this. The initiation, version 1. The interior of the old Masonic hall is eerily quiet, aside from the distant plink of dripping water and the creaking of the building under the weight of your feet. You get the feeling that your arrival may have been expected. Forced, when your turn begins, if you're in a fully flooded location, you struggle for air. Okay, so it's the 5 direct damage, 6 doom to advance. Over here we have the first oath. We all heed to take the oath of Dagon, and later on they was second and third oaths that some of us took. Each suspect enemy has +2 health, and they don't have aloof, and they can't be parlayed. As a lightning bolt spin the blue, red, white, or yellow key, discard an obstacle card attached to your location. If each surviving investigator is at the Great Entry and the investigator have unlocked the entrance to the caves, advance. Right, and then over here we have the Lair of Dagon. Skull is -1 for each key on this card. Cultist is -0, and you reveal an additional token. If you reveal 1 or more curse tokens during this test, it auto fails. And then the tablet is -3. If you fail, place each key you control on your location. And then the Elder Thing is -4, and if you fail, you add a curse to the Chaos bag. Thankfully, we don't have Elder Things, but we do start with 5 curses. We could counteract this by just using the teachings of the Order and remove all the Chaos tokens from the Chaos bag, which is tempting, but I'm not sure if I want to do that or not. In any case, at this point, let's go ahead and do some setup. I'm going to go ahead and shuffle these cards here. These are, of course, all of our skill cards, as always. All right, searching through. We got some Eureka, some Perception, Plan of Action, Survey the Area. So nothing too crazy. But all of our non-practice cards are set aside at least, which is good. All right, shuffle here. And I'm going to go ahead and do a shuffle here real quick and shuffle this too, just in case. All right, so let me put a break here and BRB. Okay, it's actually been a day since I've stopped the last recording. I did attempt to play through, and I did make a mistake on phase 2, unfortunately. I don't say it was probably not too big of a deal, but I decided to go ahead and just scrap it and just start over. Um, Also, as I was playing, I did realize I made a mistake with one of the with the Awakened Mantle. So the key thing to note about this is it gives you an extra move if you're in a location that's flooded, but only to another location that is also flooded. I only had the mantle for Devil Reef and a Light in the Fog. And in both those situations, I had plenty of actions to spare, so I'm not going to worry too much about that. But it is a mistake I made, so I apologize. Also, in the case of Light of the Fog, if I had realized I could grab all the relics, I would have had additional actions anyway, just from going to newly revealed areas that became flooded because of the fancy wave-worn idol and all that. In any case, let's go ahead and do the setup here. We'll go ahead and take care of Zoe first. Okay. Don't want that, or that. Oh, we also do start with Thomas Dawson out in play, I believe. Make sure that's correct. Put him into play in the investigation control. Yes. Okay, we do start with him out in play. I will still keep a beat cop on hand. Okay, no weapons. But we do start with stand together at least. And the safeguard wouldn't be too bad either. All right, and then over here we need to do this setup. So these are all my skill cards, of course. All right, let's see what you got. Both are Ire Truths. Okay, a little bit different from the last time. All right, shuffle. And I do need to turn this back off. Deal to orange. Okay. Grim Memoir already. Got a Cryptic Research already. I'm okay with having a Practice Makes Perfect in the opening hand. The rest I can go without. Okay, and I do have the... Oh, I need to set the curse tokens again. We're back to 5 because of all the memories we have. All right, not the best start, but we at least have ways to draw cards and all that good stuff. All right, then. Let's go ahead and shuffle this one more time, shuffle this one more time, shuffle this, and then shuffle that. Okay, let's... Oh, I need to do the setup here. I'm going to go ahead and shuffle this, and then hit setup. There we go. We are, of course, going to start right here. And we'll read what we got. Grand entryway. The lobby is full of old wealth hidden under layers of decrepitude. 2 cracked statues flank the entrance, behind which loom 2 sets of wooden stairs leading up to the second floor. 2 more doors hide under the stairways to your left and right, and a final locked door stands at the end of the hall. Alright, flip. Alright, so this thing is connected to each cave location and vice versa. Right now there are no cave locations, but that is part of the mistake I made in Phase 2. As an action, you can resign. You've had enough of this place. As an action, investigators at the grand entryway spin their purple key and 6 clues as a group, and remember you've unlocked the cave. So to progress here, we do need to get the way unlocked and have both investigators at that location. All right, we'll go ahead and start with Zoe Samaras. We'll spend 1 action to do stand together. Okay, and then over here. All right, well, we got that started. All right. Let's go ahead and spin 1 more action, drawing a card. Perfect. Okay. And then last action, we will go ahead and get the ball rolling. Stick to the plan. Ever vigilant. We will spend 1 to get out Safeguard, 1 to get out Brandica Thugga, and we will spend 3 to go ahead and get out Beat Cop. All right. Go to Ursula next. Ursula, I will set this to this location. And then I'll go ahead and activate Safeguard because I'll be moving around a bunch. So with that in mind, let's go ahead and get to work. First, Cryptic Research. Draw 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I can live with that. I'm going to go ahead and spend 4 to get out Witten Green. I will fast out a Magnifying Glass. I will go ahead and get out the Grim Memoir while I'm at it. And then I will go ahead and pop a shortcut. So we're going to go here. Zoe will follow. Reveal this location. After the Hall of Blood is revealed, place the set-aside red key. After you fail a skill test while investigating the Hall of Blood, take 1 horror, 3 shroud, 2 clues. Alright, so this is good. It's usually a 50-50 if you guess correctly here for where the red key is at, because, spoiler, we're going to need the red key for the other side. Alright, we have moved. I'm going to go ahead and activate Wit and Green and search top 9. Alright, we can go ahead and get out the gold pocket watch. And add that to our hand. And then shuffle. We'll activate our ability. We will use Grim Memoir. This will make us 8 to 2, or 8 to 3, sorry. Yeah, we'll just go 8 to 3. I don't think there's anything I want to actually commit to this. Nope. Alright. Boom. Alright, good to go. We will draw a card for that. Gain a resource, or gain a clue, and resolve this. And then I will go ahead and investigate one more time. Grim Memoir, 8 to 3. Alright. Cultist is only bad if we end up drawing a curse with it. So we're good for now. Go ahead and get that clue and draw a card. Alright, and I will go ahead and do Crack the Case to get 3 resources. Alright, that is everybody. Enemy phase, there are no enemies. Go to Upkeep. Okay. And K. Alright, Mythos. First Doom, shuffle this, and let's go. Initiative Dagon. Kind of okay with just having you... I mean, I'm not in any particular hurry. Let's, we'll put you up here for now. Mysterious Chanting. You are a cultist, so you get the stuff. Alright, well that puts us close to trouble, but right now we're actually kind of okay. You may move to that location. Okay, so it's may is the keyword there. Alright, investigation phase. Let's go ahead and start with Ursula. We're going to set it over here. Okay. I am going to go ahead and spin 2 to get out the gold pocket watch and get that up and running. Honestly, I probably should have just put it down here, but that's okay. Let's yeah, let's go ahead and move out. Yep, we'll move twice. I will go ahead and activate Safeguard. The keyword is may, so I'm just going to stop at this part and keep going this way. Reveal this location. Action, spin the red key. There's an audible click as the crest of blood fits into the stone altar. Put the set-aside Nethalay story asset into play under your control. Curse side face up. After the Hall of Deep is revealed, increase its flood level. Okay. I will go ahead and use Wit and Green, search top 9. I will take this segment of Onyx. Okay. I will also activate my ability to investigate this location. I will go ahead and do Practice Makes Perfect. And I'll be doing Grim Memoir as well. Search top 9. We did get the deduction. Alright, deduction. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I am 10 to 3. We succeed. I will get the draw card from Grim Memoir. This will go into my hand because I succeeded in the test, and I get to grab 2 clues here. All right, and then this will get resolved. Okay, so pretty good spot for that. Let's go ahead and go with Zoe next. So how hard do you hit? You hit for 1 horror. Okay. Should I wait? I'm just wondering how much damage I can do. Yeah, we'll try this. I'm not in any particular hurry, so I'm going to go ahead and just fast out a shortcut. Move to here. Oh yeah, I didn't read the backs of these cards. I apologize. I read the one for that one. I just didn't read these ones. So the first floors both say a foul stench emanates from behind the crooked door beneath the staircase. Oh, also, I was going to grab the key. I apologize for that. Definitely grabbing the key. All right. This one is behind the door to the hall. Muffled footsteps fade into the distance. Is there someone here? All right. This might have been an opulent hall once. Now it reeks of mold and decay. Action, spin the black key. Remember that you have unlocked the 3rd floor. So, and then up here, the 3rd floor hall, you can't access it unless you've unlocked it. A circular indentation on the door at the top of the staircase suggests that something must be placed here in order to open the way forward. This person's going to engage. I will gain 1 resource for that. And I could just kill you. I was thinking about doing the task force thing here. You know what? I will take the task force. I'll take 1 horror as I get attacked. Also, since I got attacked here from the attack opportunity, I do get to draw a card. And spending 2 actions, 2 resources to do task force. I will activate Brandica Thugga on this thing. So this is going to be 8 to 2. That is 2, 4, 7. I actually fail it. Yeah, because I was making sure this is right. 6, 8, 4, 1. Yeah, I failed it. Okay. Got rid of 2 curses at least. I will then move to a connecting location. I'll move to here. Muffled chanting fills the corridor from behind one of the 2 doors on the 2nd floor. The reverberation of sound throughout the hall makes it difficult to determine which. All right, and here we have, after you reveal Hall Rebirth, draw the set-aside Apostle of Dagon enemy. Offer yourself to Mother Hydra and Father Dagon and be born anew. The Whispers propose. 2 Shroud, 1 Clue. All right, so we get Dagon, which we'll take care of in a second. I'm going to go ahead and resolve this final thing. I discover 1 clue, which is going to be this one. I did again get engaged, so I will gain a resource as well. And this guy, he has +2 health. It's a humanoid hybrid cultist, 2 fight, 2 evade, 5 health. After he enters play, he has the black key. And when an investigator deals 1 or more damage to Apostle of Dagon, add 1 curse token to the chaos bag. All right. So I have 1 action remaining. So the key here is I want to do as little damage. I need to do as much damage in 1 go as possible to limit the amount of tokens we're getting. I can potentially do 5 damage in 1 go. That is possible. So we will attempt it. I'm going to go Brandica Thugga on Apostle Dagon. I am currently 8 to 2. We can go 10 to 2 with this and see what happens. 10 to 2. All right, that is 7 to 2. Oh, also, since I did fail with a tablet, I should have placed any keys I control on my location, but I didn't have any to begin with. All right, so yeah, I went 10, which went down to 7, so I beat it by 5. So I'm going to be doing +2 damage from the Vicious Blow, and then I'm going to spend 3 charges from this to do 5 damage in total. Kill this guy, gain 1 curse token, and we're good to go on that front. All right, not too shabby. I am then going to go ahead and do Beat Cop just to finish off this person. All right, so we got everything we wanted from here. That's perfect. Okay, I don't remember what the other side had. I know it has victory, but I don't remember. Oh, I remember what it has. Okay, so all that matters on the opposite side here is it has victory. It does have something you can do with keys, but I don't care about it. All right, upkeep phase. Smite the Wicked. Better now than any other time. All right. Nope. Yep. He is unfortunately going to have to spawn down here. I could put him with Ursula, but I don't really want to. So, spawns there, has this. I can easily get there and kill him. So not the end of the world on that front. Mythos. Or not Mythos, sorry. Upkeep. Get that. Oh, we have 9 cards. Sorry, if I had known, I would have actually fast out a segment of Onyx last round. My apologies. So yeah, there's no reason to keep extra cards in my hand there. All right, Mythos. I am going to go ahead and get rid of the Pocket Watch and skip the Mythos. So no Doom this round, and no encounter cards. Investigation phase. Let's go ahead and start with Zoe. I'm going to spend an action to go ahead and move over. I'm going to go ahead and spend the black key to unlock the 3rd floor. So this is going to get added to here. So now skulls are -1, which they're set to that already. I will put out this thing just to show that we've done it. So now we have access to that floor up there. All right. Next. Let's go ahead and yeah, we'll go ahead and go. Oh yeah, I still have actions left. I have 1 action remaining. I'm going to go ahead and use this opportunity to go ahead and get something worth fighting for. Get that out. All right. Ursula. It's going to take me an action. It's going to take me too long to get over to where I need to go. So for right now, I'm just going to put the Call of the Unknown here so I can investigate it on the way. All right. In the meantime, I will spend an action and spend a key. So now skulls are -2. To get the set aside Yadnathale thingy. So, item Relic Cursed. Exhaust the statue to add 2 curse tokens to the Chaos Bag to do 1 damage to a humanoid enemy at your location. And then action, spend the blue, white, red, or yellow key. Ready Yadnathale statue and flip it to its other side. All right. So right now we're not going to do anything with it because I don't actually want to add any curse tokens. We will go ahead and move over. I will go ahead and use my ability just to investigate here, which is going to be a whopping 6 to 1. Good to go. And then I will go ahead and move 1 more time to get up to here. And then I will go ahead and fast out my other segment of Onyx and get that up and running. All right. So we should be good to go on that front. Enemy's not going to do anything because he doesn't have Hunter. We'll go upkeep. Finally, a Runic Axe. Upkeep. Tooth of Etzli. Mythos. 2nd Doom. Or 3rd, rather. Secret Gathering. Add 1 curse token to the Chaos Bag. So we're up to 5 again. Test 4 will. If you fail, place 1 Doom on each cultist enemy and take 1 horror. Or 2 horror instead of 1 if you draw curse tokens during this test. Alright, currently we are 5 to 4. I'm not really concerned about most of this. So yeah, we'll just go 5 to 4. I passed. Esoteric Ritual. Test 4 willpower. If you fail, either choose and discard 2 cards from your hand or discard an asset control. If 1 or more curse tokens were revealed during this test, do both instead. Yeah, I got hit by this one last time when I ended up scrapping it. I am going to go ahead and use as a lightning bolt. Go ahead and ancestral knowledge and get out the Eye of Truth. So now we're 8-4. Yeah, we'll just go 8-4 and pray. All right, good to go. Not only did we pass, but now we have this thing active. Okay, so now anytime we make this test, I'll have the Eye of Truth automatically committed to it. All right, we'll go to investigation. I'm going to go ahead and start with Ursula first. I'll put Call of the Unknown up here. And we'll get to work. So I am going to go ahead and move up to here. This place has been open, so we're good. Circulant, yeah, we've read that already. All right, so after it's revealed, put the set aside purple key on it. After an investigator at this location fails a skill test, add a curse token to the chaos bag. Good to know. And I will go ahead and activate Wit and Green, search top 9. Segment of Onyx. So we got all 3 pieces now. I'll go ahead and activate my Investigate. I'll use Grim Memoir. And I'm going to use Deduction. So this will make us 6, 7, 8. We're 10-4. Okay, we passed by plenty. So we get resolve the Call the Unknown. Grab the purple key while I also get 2 clues. And I will go ahead and draw a card as well. Cool, we got that up and running. So we have 2 actions remaining. I'm going to go ahead and fast out the last piece of Segment of Onyx. Okay. And we'll go ahead and move twice to here. 2nd floor, hall, all that good stuff. I mean, it's either that or I just wait. Yeah, I think I'll just wait. I'll use this opportunity just to gain 2 resources. All right. The reason why I'm waiting is just so I can go to the 2nd floor next round and use Wit and Green to get out the other relics. Because we have a lot of relics we need to go through. All right. Zoe. Let's go ahead and... we're kind of okay right now, so I'm just going to go ahead and use Stick the Plan, play this, gain 3 resources, draw a card. I'll go ahead and spend a resource to go ahead and get out Zoe's Cross, and then I will spend 4 resources to get out the Runic Axe. Alright, we are cooking now. Oops, sorry. Alright, enemies aren't doing anything. Upkeep. Shortcut. And I will need to discard this round, unfortunately. I will discard Tooth of Etsley. Alright, we definitely want that Wave-Worn Idol. Alright, 4 of 6. Scenario Deep 1. Humanoid Monster Deep 1, 2 fight, 2 evade, 3 health. After Deep 1 engages you, add 2 curses to the chaos bag, hits for 1 and 1. Yeah, this guy's annoying. I will gain 1 resource. I will spend that resource to do 1 damage to this guy, and we will, of course, add the curse tokens. Heralds of the Deep. Test Willpower 3, 5 instead if your location is flooded. For each point you fail by, add a curse token to the chaos bag. If you cannot, it gets Surge. I'll go ahead and just get out the other Eye of Truth for this and commit to it. So we are 8-3. Damn it. We failed by 3, so we add 3 to the bag. That's really bad. All right. Well, investigation. We will go ahead and get started with Ursula. I'm going to go ahead and spend 3 to get out Pathfinder. Oh, also, I need to set this first. I will set it over here. I'll go ahead and Pathfind move and then regular move. to here. All right. Hall of Loyalty. As a lightning bolt, you can spend the various other colored keys to choose 3 of the following. Gain resources, draw cards, heal damage, and gain bless tokens. Has victory 1. Alright, I am going to go ahead and use wit and green. Search top 9. Do I want to use wit and green right now? I wouldn't be able to do anything. Yeah, let's just go ahead and do it. Search top 9. Let's grab, I don't know, the red clock, I guess. Get that going. I say get going, but I am running out of stuff. Anyway, I am going to go ahead and activate my ability to investigate. We are going to go. We're currently 6 to 4. I will go ahead and I'll commit Eureka to this. We'll go 7 to 4. Alright, well that's a fail. Luckily, no penalties for that one. Alright. So with that in mind, I'll go ahead and use Pen to the Queen to grab 1 clue here. And last action, I'm just going to gain a resource. Meanwhile, over here with Zoe, let's go ahead and see if we can swing at you. We'll go Power and Glory. So we're going to be 7 to 2. Okay, we pass. That'll kill this guy, and then I will heal damage. Okay. Oh, I didn't resolve the Call of the Unknown. Okay, you know what? Sorry, I need to take back this. I'm not going to gain a resource. I'm going to investigate. 6 to 4. Yeah, 6 to 4 hit there. I'll commit Wit and Green. Go 7 to 4 again. All right. So that did influence things. Sorry, let me rewind. So we had 6 curses, and let's just see what happens here. Okay, nothing changed. Okay. So the reason why I had to rewind a little bit is because the curse token did matter. So I reapplied it and then redid the test. So I did pass, I get the clue there, and we're good to go here. So the reason why I had to do that is because if I didn't, Call of the Unknown would hit me, and I don't want it to hit me when my deck is already shrunken. So, any case, Zoe murders something, heal the damage. I'm going to go ahead and... I'm going to go ahead and... Do I have anything else I really need to do right now? Let's just... Yeah, at this point... Yeah, at this point we're actually kind of good to go. I'm going to go ahead and just move down. And I'm going to go ahead and draw a card. Okay. Enemies are not going to do anything. Upkeep. Stand together. Alright, Mythos. 5 of 6. Right, fulfill the oaths. Hazard. If it is a Act 1, you do just a foot test, and it gets you more and more tests as you're progressing the acts, and each test you fail, you'll take 1 damage. So I'm 2 to 3 right now, and I'm just going to do 2 to 3. Glad I didn't commit anything. Alright, I'll take 1 damage. We'll put it on Thomas. Here you go. Good to go there. And then for you, another Acolyte. We'll put him over here. Doesn't really matter at this point. So I will go Ursula. I'm going to set the location here. At this point, we kind of have everything good to go, so we're just going to get out of here. So I'm going to pathfind move to here, and then move down to here. I will do my Seeker ability. We're 6 to 1 here. We pass. But more importantly, oh, yeah, we got the, okay, we have the key right now. I was like, did I forget something? Yeah, we got the key, so I need to activate it. So I will. I will spend the key, which now means skulls are -3. And I have to spend 6 clues. Alright, that is 6 clues. So now the way has been opened. Or, sorry, unlock the entrance to the caves. Both investigators are here and have unlocked the caves, so we do advance. And part of the reason why I'm not worried about the enemies is because of this. Secrecy. Each of the Order's chambers are devoted to an aspect of the grand scheme. The secret that lies at the foundation of the Order, the poison that dwells in the roots of Innsmouth, but whatever that secret is, it is just beyond your grasp, at least until the moment you discover the truth behind the building itself. It is nothing but a cover for the Order's true headquarters. As you unlock the pathways that leads into the cavern steps beneath the building, you wonder what secrets could possibly dwell below. If there's a suspect enemy in play, you can remove them from the game. There aren't any right now. Remove each location for play. If they have victory, you put them in the display. Also discard any cards on those locations. So this will take care of all the acolytes for us. Alright, we'll go ahead and remove this. You are not victory. You are. You are. You go away. Which means you go away. And you go away. Alright, and then put these back. Yep, and these get all set aside. Alright. And then we set the title tunnels and then shuffle each of the set aside Ziggy and title alignment cards into the encounter deck along with the encounter discard. So all of this. Good to go. Alright, and then we'll go ahead and place the title tunnels. Alright, so the key thing here, this is where this whole connected to cave locations work. Now the thing to note here is everything's connected to the cave location, to the grand entryway, but they're not connected to each other. So that is something to kind of be aware of. So I'm going to do something like this just to kind of show that. Actually, we'll do. We'll do. Oops, sorry, it's supposed to be 45 degrees. This is just so it helps me remember. Okay. We've shuffled the deck again. Okay. And then the second oath, you descend into the caverns beneath the Order of Dagon's headquarters, unaware of the horrific fate that awaits you in the depths. Stuff about the suspects are still apply here, and same stuff with the obstacles. And if you have unlocked the final depths, you advance. All right. So with that in mind, it is still Ursula's turn. Also, we need to increase the flood level of all these locations. That includes the unrevealed ones. Okay. Alright then. I think I'm going to go ahead and, for my last action, I am going to go ahead and just... Yeah, unfortunately I don't have anything... Oh, I do have something I can do. Okay. I will spend 1 to go ahead and get out Waveborn Idol, because I may have some cheeky combos to do in a second. Alright, Zoe's turn. Zoe, I am going to go ahead and first action do Stand Together. Gain 2 resources, draw 2 cards. You gain 2 resources, draw 2 cards. And then I will go ahead and spend 3 to go ahead and get out Fleshboard. And I will go ahead and do shortcut on Ursula and just move her to the location. We're going to move her down here. Tidal tunnels still have the same info as always, same flavor text rather. Also, I'm just going to check something. Okay, it is randomized. I was wondering if it wasn't, but because this was the same thing as before. All right, so for some reason the clues aren't being placed here, so I'm just replacing them now. And when the underwater cavern is revealed, it becomes fully flooded. Since the flood level did increase the flood level did increase, so I can go ahead and activate this to get an action. So what I'm going to go ahead and do here is at this point I'm just going to spend 2 to get out red clock. And I am going to go ahead and pop this Pen to the Queen just to grab a clue. Okay. In the meantime, for Zoe's last action, I am probably just going to stay here and just gain a resource for now. Actually, I'll draw a card. There we go. All right. No enemies. Go to upkeep. I'm going to go ahead and we'll do upkeep first. That and that. I'm going to go ahead and flip her over to show she's gasping for air because she is underwater right now. Mythos. We are 5 of 6. Initiate of Dagon, any empty location. We will put you over here for now. Choose a location where there's at least 1 investigator. Increase that location's flood level. Each investigator at that location will take 1 damage. Got it. I'll go ahead and pick this location, which is Zoe's going to take 1 damage. All right. Actually, can I choose? Well, yeah, I could choose Ursula's location, but that's going to cause some problem too. So I'll go ahead and flip Zoe because she's going to be gasping for air as well. And we'll go from there. All right. So first things first, let's go. The question is, will we be safe here? Let's find out. I kind of did spoil it myself about this upward tunnel, but that's okay. I'm just going to... Actually, you know what? We'll just randomize them right now, since I did kind of give that away. So I'm just going to shuffle these just to keep them legit randomized, because I wasn't sure if it'll actually randomize in the script. There we go. So now I could be in danger right now. All right, I'm going to start with Zoe. Zoe's going to move over to here. Oh, underwater tunnel. So this place is going to be fully flooded. I'll be engaged by you. I'm going to gain a resource, use Zoe's cross to kill you. And then I'm going to move 2 more times because I need to find some place to actually get a gasp of breath. So we're going to go up to here. Okay, this place can't be fully flooded. You're no longer gasping for air. We need clues for all these locations, by the way. All right, the good news is we've taken care of the underwater caverns at the very least. All right, Ursula, I'm going to go ahead and set the location over here. And I will go ahead and place a resource for you. And I am going to go ahead and, for my initial action, I'm going to go ahead and swap out this Grim Memoir for Magnifying Glass. I'm then going to go ahead and Pathfind move over to here. And then regular move over to here. Okay, Tidal Pools. It's going to get a randomly set aside key, shuffle, and draw. Okay, and then I'm no longer gasping for air. I will go ahead and use Wit and Green, search for a thing. We'll go ahead and grab this Awakened Mantle. And then I will go ahead and use my ability here. This place should have 2 clues, by the way. I'm currently 7 to 4. Sorry, I'm 10 to 4 because of red clock. So 10 to 4. Okay, we pass. Grab 1 clue. Get this taken care of. Have we used all our deductions? We have not. Okay. I'm then going to go ahead and use Pin of the Queen. Get that taken care of. I'm going to just grab a clue from up here. Get that taken care of. And then I will I'm going to go ahead and investigate. Well, actually, no, I'm going to go ahead and get out Awakened Mantle. And then I'm going to investigate. So 7 to 4. Oh, sorry, I need to shuffle these in. Alright, 7 to 4. We pass, we get the last clue here, and whatever this key is, which is the white key. I don't know what the white key is used for. And I don't have the action to do anything about it. Alright. I will go ahead and use the Awakened Mantle. My location is flooded, and I can move to another flooded location. So I'm just going to go here. I've already stepped through a location that's not flooded, so I'm not going to drown this round. Okie dokie. And I'll take care of all of that. Alright. Investigation, enemy phase, no enemies, upkeep. Strong arm, upkeep, shortcuts, mythos. Alright. It advances. Alright. Encounter in the deep. In a flooded hall of the Order, you come across an onyx statue depicting a creature similar to the ones you saw in Devil Reef. Just as you are pondering the nature of its existence, you hear faint chanting up ahead. Yad Nephile, Yad Nephile. Before you can interpret the strange symbols, there is a splash behind you. You hide and hold your breath as the figure approaches. The gentle sloshing of their steps passes and fades into the distance. You shadow the figures, following them to the site of their ritual. Add 2 curses. If Jailbreak is a memory, it is. We're going to go ahead and take Othera Gilman and spawn her. So either she would spawn in the 3rd floor location, which it's not there anymore, or the Grand Entryway if there's no 3rd floor location, and she's going to have the blue key. And that is it. Alright. So she's actually engaged with you right now. She has 7 health. Good times. Alright. So we have that going for us. You are not a deep one, so that didn't proc. Alright. And then nothing gets shuffled back in, so we just keep going. Alright, Esoteric Ritual. We do have that one, so it's going to be 9 to 4. Yep, 9 to 4. That's -3, so we do pass. We're good to go. Alright, we are currently in Act 2, so I'll be doing a 4 to 3 test. I'll go ahead and use the Ancestral Knowledge here. Take a plan of action out. We'll go 6 to 3. Okay, pass the first one, and then I have to do a fist test, which unfortunately I don't really think I can pass. Yeah, we'll just go 1 to 2 then. Alright, I do have a key. It's gonna get placed here for right now. Alright, I will take 1 damage then. We'll put it on the mantle. Alright. Investigation phase. Alright, we'll start with Zoe. So I'm going to spend 2 actions and 2 resources to play Task Force. I'm first going to grab the clue in this location. I'm then going to move down to here. And then I'm going to activate the Runic Axe. For the Runic Axe, I will go Hunt, Power, Yeah, I'll go Hunt and Power, which means I'll get engaged here. So I'll gain a resource, and then I'll spend that resource to do a damage here. And yeah, this will be 7 to 3. Yeah, we're 7 to 3 right now. Just seeing if there's anything else I can do. We'll go 8 to 3. Okay, good to go. We'll do 2 damage. Need to do 4 more damage. For my last action, I'll attack with Brandika Thugga. This will make us 8 to 3. And we'll see how we do. Good to go. I will spend 3 charges to do 3 damage, and then use Beat Cop to finish her off. Also, this got resolved a while ago. All right. Okay. Goes to Ursula. She's currently drowning. I'm going to go ahead and set Call of the Unknown to this location. I am going to go ahead and Lightning Bolt pick up the key again. I will also go ahead and place a thing here. So I get to move 2 spaces. So I'm going to move here. Okay, this is a location that has yet another key. And 2 clues on it. All right. I will go ahead and search top 9. Grab a segment of Onyx. And I'll activate her ability to investigate. We're 7 to 4. I will go ahead and do Practice Makes Perfect. Search top 9. I'll pick Deduction. Okay, we're now 9 to 4. And we auto-fail. Okay. That is an auto-fail, so we're screwed on that front. Okay. Let's go ahead and investigate, I guess. 7 to... Actually, at this point, I'll go ahead and... Now I'm not going to bother at this point. We'll go 7 to 4. We succeed. 7 to 4. Okay. So that's taken care of at the very least. We got the clues. And we, of course, get this yellow key. All right. I am going to go ahead and... I managed to gasp for breath, so I'm good on that front. I'm going to go ahead and use Awakened Mantle to move to here. I'm going to go ahead and use Pathfinder to move up to here. Okay. Okay. So, after the doorway to the depths is revealed, place the set-aside green key on the location with the most clues. I will pick over here. Investigators at the doorway of the depths may spend the green key and 6 clues as a group. Remember that you've unlocked the final depths. Okay. I'm going to go ahead as my last action, spend the yellow key to flip this to its other side. So this is the blessed version. You can exhaust it as a lightning bolt to do damage, 1 damage to an enemy, a humanoid enemy at your location. You can also exhaust it to remove 2 curses and replace it with an equal number of blessed tokens. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now and get rid of the remaining curses. All right. The more you know. All right. That is... I'm going to also go ahead and pop a shortcut and move down here. All right. That is everybody. We'll go to upkeep. Upkeep. All right. Mythos. First Doom. Oh yeah, what lurks below? Glancing up at the window I had left, I observed it was still dark, though far across the crumbling chimneys to the north I could see lights ominously blazing in the order of Dagon Hall. And same thing, it's just the usual drowning rules. Cultist, we'll put you over here. Locked door, we'll put you over here. Alright, investigation. I'll start with Ursula. I'm gasping for breath. I will fast out a segment of Onyx. I will go ahead and use Awakened Mantle to move from here to here and immediately try to investigate it. Also, we'll do Wit and Green Sang too. Grab this. Okay. So we're currently 7. Oh, also, sorry, we're supposed to place this and get an extra action here. So we have that to deal with. Anyway, we will go. Let's see. Currently we are 7 to 4, which is fine. Okay, grab a clue. Also, skulls right now are -4, which is slightly dangerous. I am then going to go ahead and gain 2 resources with 2 actions, and then spend them to go ahead and get the Pendant of the Queen out again. Like so. I am going to go ahead and spend a charge of Pendant of the Queen to grab this last clue. Grab this key. I'm going to Pathfind move next to here. And then I'm going to move up here. Yeah, we can go ahead and move up here. This is just the other underground river, which is going to have 4 clues on it. Like so. Alright. Okie dokie. Zoe is currently gasping for breath. I'm just going to move her over here for now. Actually, no. We'll move and get engaged with the Acolyte and immediately kill it using Zoe's Cross and the resource that we gained from it. And then we'll go ahead and just move back and gain a resource. Also, sorry, I didn't finish Ursula's turn. My bad. Ursula is going to investigate one more time. We'll just go 7 to 4 here. Alright. Now we're done. Let's make sure I did all that correctly. Free action move to here. Grab the thing. Spent 2 actions to get up into the Queen. Used it. Get to here. With Pathfinder and move. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, that was correct. Okay. That is everybody. Upkeep. And Zoe did move out to get a gasp of breath, so she's good on that front. Wolf mask, good. Headdress, okay. Mythos is 2. Stone barrier. Attach to the nearest location without stone barrier. If attached location is flooded, it gets surge. Alright, well, this is now going to be annoying. So the way this works is while it's ready, you can't move out of the location. You can go in it, but you can't move out of it. And you have to do either a foot 1, fist 2, or book 3 test to exhaust it, and that'll let you at least get through it. Alright, it did surge. We get this now. Choose. I'll have everyone just lose resources. Alright, so we're doing this again. I will go 4 to 3. Yep, 4 to 3. Alright, we pass. I was hoping to fail so I can turn some of those curses into blesses, but that's okay. Alright, we'll start with Zoe. Zoe is currently gasping for breath. I am going to go ahead and spend 1 action trying to get this thing off. So we're currently 6-2. We pass. It's now exhausted. And we will go ahead and move to Gasp for Breath and spend 1 to get out Wolf Mask. Okay. Ursula will set her thing down here and deal with that in a bit. I'm going to go ahead and use Pin to the Queen to grab a clue here. I will then proceed to investigate this location, 7 to 4. Oh, sorry, I also forgot to do this. I am going to take the resources here. Okay, we do pass. We get a clue here. All right, and let's go ahead and Awaken Mantle move to here. I will use my ability to investigate. Good to go. And then I'm going to Pathfind move up to here. And then I will spend 6 clues. And the green key. So now skulls are -5. To go ahead and unlock the final depths. Loyalty. The more you explore the caverns, the more alien and inhuman the architecture becomes. Soon it feels like you have crossed the threshold of another world entirely. It is reminiscent of the ruins you saw beneath Devil Reef, but those depths are miles from here, right? Or is this network of caves so vast it spans the entirety of Innsmouth? Soon you could come upon a grand set of doors in the center of the web of gilded corridors. Many other paths stem from this hall, but it is this door and the strange heavy breathing that thrums throughout the walls and the floor that calls to you. But the set-aside Lair of Dagon location to play. But the set-aside Dagon enemy into play deep in slumber side face up. Lair of Dagon. Dagon's deep in slumber. Ancient One Elite. Dagon is slumbering. He cannot attack or engage and is immune to investigators' actions and player card effects. After an investigator at this location fails a skill test, place 1 resource in Dagon. If there are 4 resources on him, flip him. As an action, you can spend 1 key to remove 1 resource from Dagon. Alright. Also, if it is Agenda 1A, you get 10 curses. Otherwise, you get, if it's Agenda 2A, you get 5 curses. It is 2A, so we get 5 curses. Okay. The third oath, the Order's final secret, lies just beyond this door. The entity to which the Order's service is pledged, the creature that holds them in its clutches, the conspiracy's beating heart. Same stuff as before, suspects, lightning bolts, all that stuff. Disrupt the Order's ritual by placing clues on this act. If there are 6 clues on this act, you advance. Right, over here we have the steep, twisting stairway beyond the doorway leads you deeper and deeper into the caverns below the building. Effigies depicting aquatic monstrosities watch you from both sides as you descend into a realm of alien architecture and otherworldly riches. All right. So, as a lightning bolt, I will go ahead and use the statue. Convert 2 curses into 2 blesses. I will also go ahead and take this opportunity to spend 1 to get out the headdress. Actually, the headdress doesn't matter. We'll spend 3 to go ahead and replace a magnifying glass with Grim Memoir. So we can get that up and running. And that's going to be it for this round. We're not gasping for breath or anything like that, so we're good on that front. Upkeep. Mythos, Third Doom. Alright, it's Act 3, so we have to do all 3 tests now. We are 2 to 3 foot. I'm just going to go ahead and use Wolf Mask. We'll go 4 to 3. We pass. Blessed goes away. Then we'll go 6 to 2. Okay, and then we will go... I'll go take the initiative. Actually, I'll just go I'll just take the loss, 2-2. All right, take 1 damage. We'll just have Beat Cop soak it. All right, we'll just lose his resources. Okay. All right, investigation. We will start with Ursula. Ursula will go ahead and place a resource on the clock. We go ahead and use the statue, get rid of 2 more curses, add 2 more blesses. I will go ahead and this location is not flooded right now, so I will pathfind. Oh, sorry, it's fully flooded. Never mind. All right, it is fully flooded. Okay, in that case, I will do Wiccan Mantle. After you enter the lair of Dagon, test your lowest skill 3. If you fail, take 1 horror. As an action, test will 3 or foot 3. If you succeed, place 1 of your clues on the current act. You may spend 1 key or to place 1 more of your clues on the current act. Victory 1. Cool. All right. We need to do the forced effect first. We are 1. Yeah, we're currently 1 to 3. The 2 to 3. 3 to 3. 4. Oh, actually, sorry. We have red clock. So we're actually 4 to 3 right now. Yeah, we're 4 to 3, 5 to 3, 6 to 3. Yeah, we'll go 6 to 3 and just pray. Okay, we passed. All right. I'm also going to go ahead and use Pin of the Queen while I'm at it to grab the last clue from this location. These get shuffled back in. I'll go ahead and use Wit and Green because I just revealed this location. Actually, no, that's after you enter it. I'm not going to worry about Wit and Green. I think I messed up the timing for that, and I don't want to fix it. All right. We did move here, so I can go ahead and investigate. I've already gotten the bonus from this, so it's just going to be, we're right now 6 to 3. I'll go ahead and do Grim Memoir. We'll go 8 to 3. We pass. We get the clue. I get to draw a card. Okay. All right. So we need to put how many clues on this thing? 6. All right. We do have a few spare clues, or spare keys, that we can use to speed the process up a little. So let's go ahead and do that, I guess. We can do willpower or foot. Either one works. All right. In that case, I will go ahead and attempt to place a clue down. We'll commit Existential Riddle. Actually, no. We will commit. Oh, actually, I have a Survey of the Area. I'll use Foot Test. We'll go. Actually, we'll save that for later. Let me think. Yeah, we'll save it for now. We'll go Existential Riddle, Headdress. So that'll make us 6 to 3. Yeah, it's 6 to 3 right now. That's fine. Let's get to work. 6 to 3. All right, we do pass. I will spend one of these keys. So skulls are -6 now, by the way. But that'll allow me to place 2 clues onto this and get that going. Also, this should have done that earlier. All right, these are dealt with. I still have actions remaining. Let's go ahead and just investigate. We'll go 8 to 3 with Grim Memoir. Good to go. Bye-bye, bless. Hello, clue. Draw a card. All right. And then I will go ahead and investigate one more time. We'll go 8-3 with a Eureka. Okay, we do pass. What was it? Sorry, we were 9-3, but we still passed. Lose that curse. I do get the draw card and do the Eureka. I'll do Eureka first and grab the segment of Onyx. Shuffle and then draw. Okay. We also get the clue here. Did I grab that already? No, I have not. Okay. Then I'm going to go ahead and Pathfind move back to here to be good to go. All right, for Zoe, I'm going to spend one action to give the key, remaining key, to Ursula. And then I'm going to go ahead and spend my last two actions. I'll spend one gaining a resource, and then last one I'm going to go ahead and investigate this location, 2-5. Hey, I failed. I get 2 resources and draw 2 cards. Okay. So good to go on that front. We'll go ahead and go to Upkeep. Need to discard 2 cards. I'm just going to discard the Overpowers. Yeah, I'll just discard the Overpowers. And then over here, I knew it. All right, let's go ahead and add 5 curses. Okay. Mythos, we are 4 of 6. Locked door is going to get placed here, unfortunately. And this thing. All right. So I need to do all 3 tests again. I am going to go ahead and first do the statue. Get rid of 2 curses, add 2 blesses as part of the lightning bolt. And we'll get to work here. We'll go 4-3. That is an auto fail, but we get rid of a curse. I will take a damage. All right, 1-2. Okay, I will take a damage, and then last one is just the book test. So 5-3, or sorry, 5-2. All right, we pass. All right, that takes care of all of that. Okay. Let's go ahead and then if you accident to do. So the biggest concern I have is the failing the lowest skill test. Not because of the horror, but every time I fail, it's going to put a resource on this guy, which is a little annoying. And I need to pass at least 3 more checks to deal with the third oath there. Good news is there's only 1 curse left in the back, so we got that for us. We could try to help out, though. That's an option. All right. Well, either way, I have to get Zoe over there just to deal with this. No, actually, I can do a foot test. Okay, we got this. Call of the Unknown will be placed over here. And then I am going to go ahead and start with an Awakened Mantle move. 1 second. Sorry, a weird pop-up came up. I'm going to go ahead and use Safeguard to follow. So both of you will have to make test, but that's okay. No actions have been done yet, so we'll resolve in order here. So we'll start with Zoe. So Zoe needs to do either a book or foot test. We will just do take the initiative and do a foot test. We'll use a wolf mask. So that's going to be 7-3. That's a fail. You'll take 1 horror. And unfortunately, he's going to get a resource. All right. Then you have to do a test. Zoe will help with a take the initiative as well. Actually, no, not take the initiative. We'll help with steadfast. So this will give +3, so it's going to be 4 to 3. It's as good as it's going to get. Oh, also, sorry. I didn't need to use the Waken Mantle. Red Clock has 2 resources, so we'll just move with that. Alright, we do pass that test, so we're good on that. I can't investigate with my ability, so that's a shame. I am going to go ahead and try to pick the lock, though. I'll use Ancestral Knowledge and use a Survey of the area to try to pick it. This will make us 9 to 4. Okay, it's been picked. Actually, I should have just put clues on the guy. Yeah, you know what? I'm not going to do that. No, I have to. I need to, because I have to investigate this. Never mind. Alright. I am going to go ahead and investigate. We'll use Grim Memoir. We will be 8 to 3. I'm going to go ahead and commit a Perception. Go 11 to 3. Okay. Get the clue here. Resolve this for now. Draw 3 cards. 1, 2. 3. Alright. So that's all been resolved. There are still 2 clues here. And unfortunately not very many ways to deal with it. I'm going to go ahead and do Cryptic Research and draw 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. Oh, more curses. We're now up to 6. Alright, here goes nothing. I'm going to go ahead and investigate one more time. Using deduction. So what is that, 8 to 3 right now? And how many keys are in here? What, -6? Okay, we'll also commit Existential Riddle. So that's going to be 9 to 3. Alright, we pass by a lot. We'll get 2 clues here. And more importantly, I can also finally pop all of the crack the cases here. Giving us another bunch of resources. I'm going to go ahead and spend 3 of it to get Segment of Onyx all out here, because I can. Fortunately, it's not going to be super useful, but it's here. Alright. I'm actually okay with just staying here for a round, because I don't need to gas for breath until next round. So I think that's going to be the plan. Same thing for Zoe. Zoe can stick around for a little bit. So Zoe, go ahead and spin 4 to get out Beat Cop. And then just gain a bunch of resources. Okay. And then that'll be it on that front. No enemies, go to upkeep. And an upkeep. Mythos, 5 of 6. Acolyte, we'll put you here. And disturb, whatever you call yourself, Deep 1, adds 2 curses. Okay. We do kind of need to deal with you, and I don't really have very many ways to deal with you. Alright, investigation phase. I'll go ahead and put Call the Unknown over here for whatever reason. And then I'm going to go ahead and, of course, place this and get an extra action. I'm going to go ahead and use Pin to the Queen to auto-evade this guy. And we need to get to work on this guy. Yeah, we only failed 1 check, which is amazing, by the way. Alright, at least while we're on top of him. Okay. Oh, also, I should have put the magnifying glass back into my hand instead of replacing it with the Grim Memoir. That was my bad. In any case, statue, get rid of 2 curses, add 2 blesses. And we'll just get to work here. I'm going to go ahead and investigate. I'm going to go ahead and grab this last Ancestral Knowledge to grab Perception and commit it. So that'll make us 9 to... Actually, sorry, we're doing this test instead. Never mind, we're not doing that. I forgot we're now doing other test. Okay, in that case, we are currently... I'm going to go survey the area and go 9 to 3. And hopefully that's good enough. 9 to 3. We pass. I will use a key, so now skulls are -7. But we do get to add 2 more clues to this thing. Yeah, so we have 4 clues on this thing. We need 6 in total. All right, I will try again. Actually, I will draw a card. Doesn't really help me now. I'll go ahead and fast it out anyway, because I can. I'm currently gasping for air, by the way. So I'm going to go ahead and try to place a thingy. I'm currently 4 to 3. We'll go 5 to 3, 6 to 3. Good luck. Nope. So that does put a thing on him. And I'm just going to move. I will use Pathfinder to get to here, which will engage me to you. I'm not going to bother investigating. I'm okay on that front. Actually, I still had an action left. I'll just go 4 to 3 one more time. Okay, that time I passed. Let me make sure I did that right. I started here, had an action. Yeah, let me check what my actions are. 1 second. Okay, yeah, I did have an action left, so that did actually work. So good news is we only need 1 more on this thing. Bad news is that's about it. So I would have done that before I moved, because there's no reason for me to not use those actions. I mean, there was a risk, of course. There was the risk of the whole Dagon thing. Also, Deep One spawned on me, so I should have done Waveworn Idol as well. Which means I would have had 1 more action. Which, for that, I would have just done another, I would have just done the test again. So let's just do that before I move. 4 to 3, good luck. We passed. Okay, that puts all the clues we needed. So just to clarify, when the Cenarian Deep One spawned on top of me, I should have gotten an extra action. So I had 5 actions. I would have used the Pendant of the Queen to auto-evade this guy. Not a big deal. Or I could have just let him hit me once if there was no lightning bolt window for whatever reason, and then evade him later. But I essentially... Then let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so what I did was I added 2 clues with a key, and then drew a card, failed a check, and then placed 2 more clues down without needing to even move to the Acolyte yet. So yeah, that took care of everything. That was all 6 clues. Apologies if that was a little bit of a mess. It's a bit of a messy situation. Alright, well, he has only 2 resources on him, so we didn't wake him up, so that's the good news. Let's go ahead and advance and see what we get. Alright. Rebirth. A sudden stillness permeates the chamber. The only sound you hear is the gentle rippling of the reflecting pool inside the cult's hidden lair, and the pounding of your own heart in your chest as you struggle to understand what you have seen. Whatever ritual the Order was performing has been disrupted by your hand, but Agent Dawson does not look relieved. Okay, right, he says through choked breaths. His hands shake as he lowers his weapon. Come on, quickly. We have another task to perform. Another task? You have no idea what Dawson is talking about. He notices your confusion and shakes his head. No time to explain. Follow me. Then a fuzzy darkness overtakes your memories. Record that the Order's ritual was disrupted. If Dagon, deep in slumber, is in play, put that Dagon still slumbers. Okay. And then Dagon still slumbers, yeah. Okay, and then Resolution 1. You're somewhere else now, lying on your stomach on cold, damp stone. Your arms are held tight behind your back. You have no idea how you got here. As consciousness returns, your vision comes into focus. You crane your neck up to view your surroundings, but it's too dark to see anything inside your stone cell. I'll ask you one last time, who sent you here? A voice asks. It is deep and husky, like the croaking of a frog. You hear the familiar, cool baritone Agent Dawson reply, "Your breath smells awful. Have you heard of brushing your teeth?" Despite the sarcasm dripping from his words, his voice wavers ever so slightly. "Your mockery only masks the fear that hides within you," the voice replies. "Very well. If you are no use to us, you'll be the first to be sacrificed." Your vision continues to adjust. You can just barely make out Dawson's silhouette on the other side of the cell. He is kneeling before a metal hatch in the stone floor. An elderly, robed figure pressed a curved knife against Dawson's throat. Someone lifts the hatch, and Dawson's eyes go wide. He gives you one last despairing look, shakes his head slowly and deliberately, and quietly slides something across the stone floor. Then the hooded figure pushes him in. In the scuffle and the low light, nobody notices the car key that skitters to a halt directly next to you. You grab the key and stuff it into your pocket just before you are shoved forward. Two more sets of cold, clammy hands grab your shoulders, and the hooded figure slides his knife up to your neck. All you see of his face are his wide, unblinking eyes. Osiris, these ones were found in Dagon's lair as well, and another voice explains to the elderly figure in the robes. "We believe they were the ones snooping around Devil Reef." The man with the knife to your throat nods. "Your turn," he declares. "Tell us why you have come, and perhaps we will let you go. Who sent you? What have you seen?" Each investigator earns experience equal to Victory X. So we have 6 victory. Yep, 6 victory. I'm going to go ahead and return this. All right, 6 victory, so you're up to 13, and you're going to get another 2, so that's 16 in total, because of course, the wonder that is Karen's Obel. If there's a suspect enemy in the victory display in your campaign log, record Gatekeeper has been defeated. All right. The lead investigator must decide. You can tell Osiris nothing, lie to him, or tell everything. I'll go ahead and lie to him. So what this decides is what token gets added back in. You can think of only one way of out of this situation. The Order believes that you're poking around their business, so you will have to convince them that you don't know or care what they are up to. You lie as best you can, spinning a story that might convince them you were simply in the wrong place at the wrong time. And what of your unfortunate friend, your interrogator asks? You tell him that you have never met that man in your life. Perhaps you speak the truth, the man says, and you breathe a short, little-lived sigh of relief before he dashes your hopes. But it matters not. You have seen too much, and for that you must be silent. Worry not, you'll be joining our kindred soon. The metal hatch opens. Again, inside you see nothing but darkness. Take what you have stolen to the lighthouse at once, Osiris commands one of the other robed figures. It is time to begin our great work. None will disrupt the Order's business ever again. Soon all will understand the natural order of life. Then he nods to your captors, and you are shoved forward. The clammy hands release you, and suddenly you are tumbling into the darkness. The last thing you feel is your head striking cold stone, and then we get a tablet. All right. You can go ahead and remove all these curse tokens and all these blesses. All right. Interlude for Hidden Truths. Okay. As soon as your mind returned to the present, you began formulating your plan, a plan to enter the realm of the Deep Ones and end their conspiracy once and for all. This is ridiculous, you know that, right? Harper asked. You nod. Of course it's ridiculous. You've spent the last 2 days on the run, chased, hunted, tormented. But you've also spent the last 2 days recovering the memories you've forgotten, and what you've seen is something that you can't possibly ignore. You have seen the deity the esoteric order is named for, and you understand what the order plans to do. The alignment of the celestial bodies in the sky, the steadily rising tides, the tumultuous fluctuating weather, the creatures emerging from the deep, all of it is tied together. You have seen it. There will come a flood, a great disaster to wipe out humanity, so only the deep remains. The great city in the reef shall rise once more and become the beating heart of all life on Earth. There are still gaps in your memory, but all of this is to be true. All of Innsmouth is consumed by this conspiracy. The Order controlled the town through its oaths and the secret wealth it hoarded from the deep. It was no wonder they treated outsiders like you yourself with such scorn. You give Harper a knowing glare. She sighs and nods. I know, it's the only way. Together, the two of you plot your course. Abandoned ships still litter the harbor of Innsmouth. Under the cover of night, you must commandeer one of them, sail to Devil Reef, and descend once more into the antediluvian ruins in the depths below the Forsaken Islands. That is where the other entrance to the city lies, Yah-Nathalai. Your skin prickles with cold shivers as you utter the word aloud. Harper grimaces, though you can sense the determination behind her steely gaze. I'm going to see this mission through, Dawson, for you. You lay out all of the information you've uncovered and the relics you've obtained despite the horrors arrayed against you. You know the way to Yah-Nathalai is sealed tight. There must be a way to gain entrance. Perhaps you already know the answers you seek. All right. If the terror of Devil Reef is dead and the life cycle of a deep one is listed under memories recovered. Let's see. Terror of Devil Reef is dead, and we do have the lifestyle of a deep one. So, you study the trophy you found in the sacrificial pit in which you woke several days ago. Part of what was once the creature that you fought in Devil Reef, it wasn't the same kind of creature as the deep ones that the esoteric order of Dagon worships, but you cannot help ruminating over the similarities between them. You recall that fish never cease growing as they age, and wonder if the same may be true for deep ones. Perhaps it was an ancient breed of deep one, something so old it grew enormous and twisted beyond imagination. If so, what was it doing in Devil Reef? Was it guarding Yah-Nathalai? And if so, what does that bode for you? You decide to take the trophy with you, hoping it is important enough to aid in your mission. Record the guardian of Yah-Nathalai is dispatched. All right. I'm going to start deleting some of these so we have room. Actually, we can do this. That'll give us a little room like that. All right. If the gatekeeper has been defeated and an investigator deck contains at least one of the following assets, which we do, we have all three, you understand now the purpose of the relic you found in Devil Reef. It isn't just an object of power, it is a badge, an heirloom of sorts, worn by the one who stands guard over the gateway to the Deep One city. You decided the one groomed to be its next protector. Now the relic recognizes you as its rightful heir. Perhaps with this, you'll be able to gain entrance to Yah-Nathalai. Record the gateway to Yah-Nathalai recognizes you as the rightful keeper. I'm just going to put that. We got the gist of it. All right. Return Thomas Dawson to the collection. If any investigator earned Eleanor Harper, they can add her back to the deck. All right. So we're just going to go ahead and remove you because you're dead now. And I'll put her with her. All right. Now we can spend our unspent experience before we go into the final scenario. So I have 13 experience on Zoe and 16 on Ursula. So give me a moment. All right. So we have 13 experience. Everything's going to cost extra because it's down the rabbit hole. So I'm going to get Relic Hunter for 4, which I'll need to find a slot for you. You can take a Terror slot. Here you go. There we go. So that's for 4. I'm going to go ahead and replace one of the Take Hearts with I've Had Worse. It's a fast, cost 0, spirit, commits for willpower and agility. Cancel up to 2 damage and or horror just dealt to you, and you gain that many resources. So, got that. And then that cost 3, so I've spent 7 so far, leaving me with 6, which I will use to get the Key of Ys, Let the Storm Rage. Item Relic, it's neutral. Can be cost 3 to get out, can be committed for a wild or a willpower, and a willpower. You get +1 to each of your skills for each horror on Key of Ys. It can soak up to 4 horror. When any amount of damage would be placed on you, place 1 of that horror on Key of Ys. So if there's ever situations where I'm spreading horror out to things like the something worth fighting for and stuff, I can place it on those, but if there's a situation where I have to put a horror on Zoe and it's not direct, actually it just says any amount of horror, you place 1 of that horror on Key of Ys. So eventually you are forced to soak with this. When it leaves play, you do discard the top 10 cards of your deck. So yeah, I've never actually played with Key of Ys. it's been taboo to be exceptional now because it's actually rather strong. Because of course, giving +1 plus to all your skills is ridiculously powerful once you get it going. So yeah, we'll go see if this will actually get anywhere. Obviously, the Relic Hunter is just so I can have multiple things, have it out with Zoe's Cross, and kind of go from there. So yeah, that was 6, 9, 13 experience, and then over here with Ursula, who has 18 or 16 experience, I'm gonna go ahead and buy 2 Studiouses for 3 each. This allows me to start each game with an additional card in the opening hand. So Ursula will be able to start with 7 cards in hand and be able to mulligan with those 7 cards. So that's 6, leaving me with 10 left. I'm going to go ahead and spend 5 of it to go ahead and get the Necronomicon, Petrus Dacia translation. Item Tome goes in a hand slot. Commits for 5 book icons, but you will never do that. Has 6 secrets, limit 1 per deck, and has a bunch of lightning bolts you can do with it. Spending 1 secret can give you +2 to a skill test. 2 secrets lets you draw 2 cards. 3 secrets let you discover a clue at any location, not just the one you're in. And then 4 secrets is you can deal 3 damage to an unengaged enemy with you, enemy engaged with you. This is a really powerful card. Usually it's powerful because it combos with certain other cards, which I don't actually have in this deck. This is purely just a luxury. For the most part, I'll probably just gonna be using this just to get some clues, or maybe fight back in a pinch. I'm gonna go ahead and replace one of my Eurekas with this because at this point Eureka is kind of falling off as far as the skill thing goes. So this is 5 experience. So I've spent 11 experience, leaving me with 5 remaining. I'm gonna spend 4 of it on Observed. Before setting up each game, you'll draw 3 random cards from the tarot deck and choose one, and then place one of them in the upright position. Everyone else will ignore its effects, and you shuffle the rest back in the deck. So let's just play with the tarot deck, which gives us a lot of random effects. It can vary. It can vary from anywhere from like getting +1 to a skill test, your first skill test of a certain type every round, or getting +1 sanity, +1 health, or something like that. Or it could be something like first round you can play a bunch of your assets or have extra slots of certain things. There's a lot of things they can do with it. It's completely random, and I'm just doing it because at this point we have kind of everything we need. That does leave her with 1 experience remaining, which I might go and get Faye. No, not Faye. What's the one I'm thinking of? 1 second. Sorry, Esoteric Method. This is a practice cursed, commits for 4 wild, and after the test ends, you have to put curses in equal to the amount you either succeeded or failed by. Rumor has it the university's last phrenology professor enjoyed an unnaturally long tenure. Yeah, so we'll go ahead and grab this. We'll replace the other Eureka with it. So we'll get that going. Eureka's nice, but we haven't really been relying on it as much anymore, since now I have a lot of other card draw that's just better. That, and I usually fail the tech anyway. So this costs 1 experience, so that should be 3, 6, 10, 15, 16. That is 16 experience. Majority of it's permanents. Okay, so with that, that is everything. Also one thing to note is, unfortunately, the statue does not carry over. So, I am the Depressed Dior. This was Arkham Horror, the card game. We just finished the Lair of Dagon. I apologize for any rules mistakes. Ursula has gotten a lot more complicated with all those relics and extra actions and things like that, but she's actually been a lot of fun to play, though. We'll be doing the Into the Maelstrom next, and hopefully be done with Innsmouth. See you guys next time.